It's been a while. I think people like to drive through car lots with us.
Well, if they do, they have a disorder.
This camper's still here. I gave him a dizzy view there.
For sale. Slightly used. Maybe abused. Why are we here, Amy?
Well, because I wanted to see if anything wonderful shows up that we want in the Chevy dealership.
We're just killing time before we go eat breakfast is what we're doing. Why not drive through?
All right.
And
I also always wanted to hear an update on how the lock thing turned out.
the lock thing.
I left and went to my friend's sister's memorial. I helped her. She had it at her home. I helped with the food. And I was very happy to leave the area because he was very frustrated.
I'd like to take that deal out there that looks like a gas pump and hook it up to the door lock. Melt it right down to it. So I believe our problem is that we got an issue of defining the definitions that they call stuff. We wanted a six
number
numeral code.
I like that color.
And we can't, I think we can only have a 4.
I don't know why you think that.
Well, because what we've been trying to do now for what, 3.5 hours,
More than that.
maybe longer, isn't working. So I go back to the factory default. Long story short, it is not, it will work with the code that the thing come with. Well, Amy don't want that code. She wants a different code because I have no idea.
Oh, is that what I said?
You want the code that you know you want, and this thing will not accept that
But-
code. No matter what I do to it, I've even maybe hollered at it, told it, you take this code or you're gonna, it ain't gonna work the way you want it to work.
I think that before I left, I said, because we've already had that code in there at one time during our whole trying to program it, it will not accept codes that have the first 3 or 4 numbers that are the same. So you have been trying to use that number over and over, and it keeps refusing it. It gives you a red beep, a orange beep.
Oh, I know what it gives me.
But I'm telling you now in front of everyone so that maybe you will have an opportunity to listen to me.
I'm not gonna listen because when you, okay, first of all, when you set it back to factory default, that should, oh, this guy's got a nice blinker. I'm like, easy, Doug. It just ain't gonna do what you want it to do.
I did see that in one YouTube thing. You cannot keep using, you have to do a different code. So I'm gonna have to forego the code that I wanted to use all the while because I think you entered it improperly the very first time.
I've done everything. I've entered it improperly. I've double entered it improperly. So you think that once you use the code, you can never use that code again?
Well, I think it has to do with, let's just say we rented out our place and you don't want to use the same sequence of numbers because you would want to change the sequence of numbers so people wouldn't break in.
We're going to drive by. We're
going to do a drive-by?
We are in such a conversation here. We cannot stop.
I got a text from the people we're meeting, so I maybe should check it, but
well, I don't know.
it gets you out of the
I got to stop at the
hot
stoplight
box.
so you can check your text. Then we'll pick this back up. Not that there's much to pick up other than disappointment.
Green light.
Green light, go.
Okay, so
I just don't understand.
I don't know how they got there already.
They're there already, so now we can't drive around no more. We got to get there. So we'll have to pick up.
How did they do that?
I don't know. That they must.
She was in the church when we left, so
time travel.
that Heartland stop was too much.
That didn't take that long. Okay, it don't matter. I guess they're here, so we're gonna
We'll
leave.
talk to you later in a minute or two or so, or 10. Your tummy full?
No, it's nap time. What are we doing? It's hot in here. So we're trapped inside the car wash.
This is our Sunday.
Yep. Welcome to Sunday Adventures again. Oh yeah, and my omelet with hash browns was superb.
Was it? You getting
was.
sleepy yet?
I am very much so.
Oh boy.
You can drive on the way home.
Okay.
And what happened behind us? Behind me there with the waitress.
Oh, poor thing.
I heard it and I looked down at the corner of my eye and all I could see was food on the carpet.
She had served half the table and then her big platter, big serving tray.
The whole tray
The
that
whole
she carries
tray.
all the plates on.
Upside down on the floor with the plates of food strewn all over, and everybody's just quiet, and she's quickly picking up all the eggs and all the things.
Gee. So half the table only got their food.
Yeah, but she obviously went right back there and they quickly made whatever it was. Oh, everybody. And then she came back, apologize, and I overheard one of the gentlemen say, "It's okay, it's okay." Yeah.
So how many plates were lost in that?
Oh, 2, I think, out of probably
I thought
5.
It looked like a lot of food from
Maybe.
where I was trying to.
You know how you try
look?
not to really look, but you kind of want to know, and you also want to hear, but you want to not look because you don't want her to feel so bad and embarrassed. You know, you don't want anyone to see it in here. Now everybody saw it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like the feeling when you trip at the shop and you land on the concrete face down.
Oh.
Anybody see that?
Cameras maybe caught it.
Oh, they catch everything. So I wonder if the fan ain't working properly
No,
neither.
I know.
It's the day of nothing.
Days. Maybe it's the weekend of it.
Yeah.
Well, where's the air?
There is no air. The air machine is. Hey, your air machine is broke.
We should get a discount,
We'll just do 90.
I suppose. You're just so handsome. We gotta get you on video.
That's right. I just can't get over them Ford pickups, how big they are.
They're tall. They squished this car, maybe.
So that's something that I had to do that I got freaked out. $80,000 for that one. Huh.
That's what they are.
I was gonna wash my black pickup there in town a couple of weeks ago, and I pulled up to the door and it said 74 inches. I think that's what it said. And I sat in front of the door looking at that, and I thought, I can't do it. I don't think I'm that tall, but I'm not going to risk it because I know that I've got that little fin thing, that temperature probe, whatever, up on top of the. I just didn't want to.
Oh.
I didn't want to wreck nothing.
Didn't want to tear it off.
So I went home and I measured,
Yeah.
and I am 6 foot 8 inches tall. The pickup is. I mean, I'm only 6 foot, or I used to be 6 foot. Now I'm maybe 5 something. Well, anyway, then I went over and measured Eric's Ford pickup, and he is actually almost 7 foot with that thing.
How many inches was the car wash? So you.
74 inches, so I would have fit. But
The Ford is taller.
Ford is taller, and they are big. That's a big truck. Big beast. The
Well, I didn't get this.
what?
Was there anything to look at over there?
No, nothing.
So maybe you better turn around, but if you're acting like that. Is there something you don't want me to see?
No.
Hmm?
No, I had to come up here and look at this here. One right there, that's only a 2500, but that was the color that
You were looking at.
I had been hunting for when I caved and
Got
went
black.
black. What was I thinking?
I don't know. What is down there?
I don't think there's anything down here.
There is. It's a Bronco.
You don't need anything anyway.
No, true.
It's Sunday, we're just killing time again.
I think that it's okay that just because you're done looking for pickups doesn't mean I can't look at stuff. Does it?
Oh, I suppose not.
Takes
know what you wanna
2
look
years for you to find a pickup or more, and that's probably how long it'll take. I don't know.
Yeah.
Durango's got 89,000 miles now, so
It's just barely broke in.
that's
Maybe.
right. And I heard a rumor that Dodge is bringing back the Hemi after they took away the Hemi. Is that true?
Well, that's what I heard. I heard that
This
too.
parking lot is something.
I heard. You know, we should drive through John Deere.
Why?
Just
You
looking.
just looking?
Just looking.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What are you doing now?
I
Amy?
missed it. I missed the power of the Hemi right
yeah.
there. So the Hemi, they found out people didn't want them to take away the Hemi.
I heard that would you call it the CEO
Yeah, I don't know.
or whatever, the big shot that is supposed to direct the company, that was being, I think he was into the electrical stuff more than the Hemis. So he's been replaced with a guy that says the Hemi has got to come back. Now that's just Instagram stuff.
Well, that's Instagram news.
That's Instagram.
May or may not be true.
More than likely some truth to it, but maybe not all truth.
We have to fact check it.
Like everything. Used to be able to believe half of what you heard. Now it's, what do you think it actually is?
How do you even fact check when
The fact machine ain't. The fact machine checkering machine is twisted and
yeah,
makes-
because how can it both things be true?
Say, Amy, you got a little something there.
What, I got food?
I don't know.
This
what it
whole
is.
while, I suppose. So it's all right. A little bit of my English muffin left.
I suppose we're preparing ourselves for that corner room.
You could tell me sooner.
I didn't see it. I'm driving a vehicle.
It's true. This morning, I was thinking about your grandpa Melvin. When we started talking about the lock and the programming of the lock, and I remember when, we had all kinds of different ways to get the UHF channels. Remember that?
Years ago.
Way back, and we had to buy a box to sit on top of the TV. What was that called? It started with the T.
I remember the decoder box.
The decoder box. And it would be working for a while or something, and then you'd program his remotes so that it would work, and then it would get messed up, so you had to go back in and reteach them and reprogram them, and you had all kinds of switches and up and A
That
and a
is
B,
when
and oh my gosh.
They done away with UHF channels, and that was the beginning of the
Cable
shafting of America and the TV viewing.
Yeah.
And then they went to the decoder box, and then you had to pay a monthly subscription for that, wasn't
I
it?
suppose.
And I think the idea was so that you could get more channels other than, what did we used to get? 6, 7 different?
7, channel 3, 7, 11,
10,
42.
42.
That was ABC, I think.
Yeah, outdoor television viewing to the public. And that included a lot of struggles for the grandparents, because now you had a...
Well, it wasn't simple anymore.
Right.
It wasn't just, well, and of course that's when we had to get up and actually change the channel.
I was going to say that too.
With the knob.
I don't think we had remote control. Well, yeah, we must have had.
Well,
Must have been.
growing up we didn't.
No.
But then by that time must have.
Remember that? Yes, children. We actually had to get off on the couch to turn the knob on the television.
Then you may or may not get your same chair back, and you might end up on the floor because your sister stole it, or in your case, your brother.
Battles,
Rough stuff.
battles.
If you went to the bathroom, if you... Nope, that was not sacred.
Was there a shortage of furniture back then, too?
Did you have that problem?
Well, yeah, but we all kind of had our own spot, because
We did. I don't know why we didn't, but we did.
I think if Dad ever came in and
Well, you had to get out of his chair.
then that caused trouble, because that's usually, that shortened up the...
Everybody knew that one.
Yeah. I got coffee left over.
I do too. But the reason I was thinking about him, and that you would go, I gotta go in and help Grandpa and Grandma again. And we didn't think we'd ever have to have that kind of help, did we?
Are you referencing this door thing, and now we're Grandpa and Grandma, and we gotta have help getting...
Well, that's what I was thinking about. Yes, that is what I was thinking, because it's true. Why? If the children are going to suggest that we should get these new cool fancy things, then we might as well just have them install it and program it for us moving forward. Because yesterday,
It ruined the whole day.
your eldest son says to me, Dougo is not having a very good day. No, he's not. And then he finally, at the end of the conversation, said, I suppose I'll have to come out and see what I can do. And you even said, where's Stone?
Did I tell him that I did call the 1-800 number, but
No.
they were, I was so mad that I thought, okay, they're gonna explain this to me, or maybe this thing is actually malfunctioned and it's not working properly at all. So I did try calling, but their regular business hours are 8 to 7 on
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time, I believe. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to call them, and they're going to say, try
How old
this,
are
try
you?
that. Yeah, and are you over 55? We're going to send you on down the line to the extra needy help. And then they're going to tell me that, there actually is something that malfunctioned with your programming thing. So
You
we'll
think
send
so?
you. I know so.
They're going to send us a new one.
I hope so. I hope something's the matter with it, because that would make me feel a lot better.
I know.
It isn't that hard. It just isn't that hard, but you just won't accept. We gotta stop talking about
Yes.
this. This is enough.
That's fine. I was just simply saying that I think we're at that point and we must humble ourselves, and
I'm not gonna.
we're not going to give up. But we also have to say, if we need help, then we should get it.
Help ain't that close. So help's 20 minutes away, and that is if they
Or
dropped
more.
everything and left to come and help.
Oh, dang.
It just is so frustrating. We're not talking about it no more. So we are gonna go home, and I am gonna mow the hayfield.
Yeah. Thank you.
How did that happen? So windy.
I think what happened is the broken rib and
No.
all of my things. I said, nope, I'm not doing it today. Nope. It started with no rain, and I didn't got lost, as you guys saw last week or last post. And so then we didn't have the irrigation going, and it was drying up, and I didn't want to mow to protect it. I don't know. That was my excuse anyway.
Well, let's just say it's time to mow now, and the sprinkler's been running every single night, along with the 6/10 rain that we got, and things are out of control, and we've got to mow.
Your rib is feeling better, so
Yeah,
that's good.
Pretty.
You bringing the Toro home?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't think so, unless you're gonna run one and I run one. But then I should have brought it home yesterday when
I suggested it.
I didn't hear that.
No?
No, I didn't hear you say that.
At least twice. I said, why don't you bring the Toro home, and then it has better shock absorbers for your rib. You should bring that home and it'll go quicker.
I know what I must have been thinking about something else.
Oh? Really?
Yeah. That we're not talking about that anymore. So we gotta go. It's Sunday. Have a good one. And Amy says goodbye. Quick, Amy, shut it up.
Have a blessed day, everybody. Thanks for joining this crazy house or car or beach or whatever it is.